Hello students, welcome to Networking Lab class. This is for 4th semester IT students. On today class, we will be discuss about network operating system. So here we will be discuss about what is network operating system and how the network operating system should be installed into the system. Now, what is operating system? An operating system is a system software that manages the hardware resources and provides service to the application software. There are many types of operating system depending upon its features and functionality. They can be batch operating system, multitasking operating system, multiprocessing operating system, network operating system, hybrid operating system, etc. Okay. So generally we got the idea about your normal operating system, just like your Windows, DOS, Unix, Linux. These are the operating system. Okay. So now we will be go through the new topic that is related to network operating system, or it stands for NOS. So network operating system is a computer operating system that facilitates to connect and communicate various autonomous computers over a network. Okay, that means what? In this operating system, it gives you a facility to connect and communicate with different independent computers over a single network. So an autonomous computer is an independent computer that has its own local memory, hardware and operating system. It is self-capable to perform operations and processing for a single user. They can either run the same or different operating system. Okay. The network operating system mainly runs on a powerful computer. That means in a system you should make that system as server where the network operating system is to be installed, and other computer can be getting connected with that network operating system server, and that other computer may be run with your normal any other different types of OS also. Okay. It runs the server program. Means what? This NOS mainly runs on a powerful computer which runs the server program. It facilitates the security and capability of managing the data and user and group applications and other network functionality. The main advantages of using a network OS is that it facilitates the sharing of resources and memory among the autonomous computers in the network. Okay, so here you got the idea that why we are going through the network operating system. For what advantages? Now the main advantage of using NOS is that it facilitates the sharing of resources. Means you can share the resources among the systems. Already we got the idea about the sharing of resources. Okay, and the memory also share among the autonomous computer in the network. Okay, it can also facilitate the client computers to access the shared memory and resources administered by the server computer. Means the client computer to access the shared memory and resources which will be controlled and administered by whom? By the server computer. That means in other words or in other terms, the network operating system is mainly designed to allow multiple users to share files and resources over the network. Okay, so in the network too many users are there, so many users can share files and resources among the network. The NOS can distribute their tasks and functions among connected nodes in the network, which enhances the system overall performance. Okay. Now here we got the idea about NOS. Now move for the topic that is called what are the different types of network operating systems are there. Okay. So one is your peer-to-peer network is there, and another one is your client server networking operating system. So what is that peer-to-peer? Network operating system is an operating system in which all the nodes are functionally and operationally equal to each other. Okay. So have you got this point? Peer-to-peer network means what? It's a network where every system or every nodes are functionally and operationally equal to each other. Okay. So no one is superior and no one is inferior. Okay. They are capable to perform similar kinds of tasks. Okay. So that means what? Here everyone, no one is superior or inferior. Okay. And everyone is having the same capable to perform the similar kinds of tasks. All the nodes have their own local memory and resources. Okay. Nodes means individual systems. Using the network operating system, they can connect and communicate with each other. Okay. So every nodes are equally getting connected with this server by NOS. They can also share data and resources with one another. Okay. So in between them, they can share the data and resources. One node can also communicate and share data and resources with a remote node in the network by using the authentication features of the network OS. Means by taking the privilege from the administrator, all the nodes are share the data and resources among them. The nodes are directly connected with each other in the network with the help of a switch or a. Okay. So here as per peer-to-peer, some advantages are there and some disadvantages are there. Okay. So what are the advantages are there for your peer-to-peer network operating system? First one is your easy to install and set up. The setup cost is low. There is no requirement for any specialized software. The sharing of information and resources is fast and easy. Okay. So you got the point. As per advantage, it is very easy to install. Okay. So the installation processing is too much of easy, and the setuping cost is also very low. There is no requirement for the specialized software. Okay. So no other specialized software is necessary for your peer-to-peer NOS, and sharing of information and resources is very fast and very easy to handle. But what disadvantages are there for peer-to-peer? Now the disadvantages is the performance of autonomous computer may not be good when sharing some resources. There is no centralized management. It is less secure. It does not have backup functionality. There is no centralized storage system. Okay, that means the performance of autonomous computer, independent computer, may not be so good when sharing some resources. Okay, so when the resources is sharing among the autonomous computer, the performance is not too much of good, and there is no centralized management. So centralized management is not there in case of peer-to-peer network operating system. It is less secure and it is not having any backup facility. We can't take the backup for using this peer-to-peer NOS, and centralized storage system is not there. Now go for the client server network operating system. So what is that? In client server network operating system, it operates with a single server and multiple clients computer in the network. Okay. Now see, in peer-to-peer network operating system, in which all nodes are functionally and operationally equal to each other. Okay, but whereas in client server, it operates with a single server and too many or multiple client computers are getting connected with the network. So the client operating system runs on the client machine, while the network operating system is installed on the server machine only. Okay, so in a server machine only the NOS is there, and in the client machine the client operating systems are running. The server machine is a centralized hub for all the client machine. Okay, so on which system the NOS, network operating system, is installed, that is make as server machine, and it is centralized operate, and it is nothing but a centralized hub for all the client machine. The client machine generates a request for information or some resources and forward it to the server machine. Okay, that means every client machine is have the rights to generate a request for information or some resources and forward it to whom? To the server machine. And the server machine in turn reply to the client machine by providing appropriate services to it in a secure manner. So depend upon your request of client machine, the server machine should reply it with a secure manner. The server machine is a very powerful computer that is capable of tackling large calculation and operation. It can also have the ability to administrate the whole network and its resources. It can be multiprocessing in nature, which can process multiple client requests at the same time. Okay, that means it can be multiprocessing in nature, and multiprocess can be process with different multiple client also. The network operating system enhance the reach of client machine by providing remote access to other nodes and resources of the network in a proper secure manner. Okay, so here the client server network operating system is there, where lots of advantages and disadvantages are there. So as per advantages of client server network operating system, it has centralized control and administration. It has a backup facility for loss of data. The shared data and resources can be accessed concurrently by multiple clients. It has better reliability and performance. And disadvantages of client server network operating system is the setup cost is very high. There is a requirement of specialized software for client and server machine to function properly. Okay, see this point, there is a requirement of specialized software. So here the specialized software is necessary for client as well as server machine to function properly in between them. There is a need for an administrator to administer the network. There may be a network failure in case of central server failure. So that means if the central server is get failed, then the total network is failed. A huge amount of client request may overload the server also. Okay. So here this type of disadvantage you will be getting on your client server network operating system. Now the common functionalities of network operating system. What are the common functionalities we will be getting in network operating system? Just like your data and secure sharing is there, performance is there, security option is there, robustness option is there, scalability is there, memory management is there. So these are the function of network operating system. Now here we got the idea about network operating system, but the point is arise what type of software we need, that is the software components or requirements. So there are some programs which are installed on the network machine. As per network operating system, the Novell network is there. So previously if you go through the history, first the Novell network is there, after that the Microsoft was developed Windows NT, then Windows NT is also having lots of version, NT 3, 3.1, okay, so 3.5, 3.4, these are types of different NT versions are there. Then after that the Windows Server was developed. So the Windows NT is run in between your 1990 and Windows Server is released in between your 2000. Okay, so that's why depend upon the year the version is assigned as Windows Server 2000, 2003, 8, 16, etc. And you will be also having the network operating system as Unix and Linux also. And as per client machine, you can supportive to network OS are to be installed like Windows 8 and Windows 10. Okay, and the protocol suites your OSI model, the layers of models are there. Okay, and TCP/IP models are there. Okay, so this is all about your network operating system. Then we will be getting the idea about the installation of network operating system. Okay.